name is Melissa Mitchum. I'm an associate professor in the Division of Plant Sciences, and I'm also a resident faculty member in the Bond Life Sciences Center. The soybean cyst nematode is a major yield robber. You can find soybean cyst nematode just about everywhere soybeans are grown in the United States. This pest is causing more than $1.2 billion in damage annually to our soybean producers, and is consequently the number one pathogen on soybean. So we're really looking for new avenues for management for our producers to give them more options, and one of our focuses right now is to try to work with the plant breeders to try to diversify the available types of resistance that the soybean farmer can actually plant in their field. The only way that they can determine whether or not they have an SCN in their field is to take a soil sample, and that's one of the things that our lab here, our plant nematology lab here at the University of Missouri specializes in, is determining whether or not a farmer's soil has SCN. And so we can run tests to determine whether or not they have SCN in their field by doing an SCN8 count on their soil sample, and that gives them a quantitative measure of how many or what the population level is in their field. And if they have high numbers of SCN, then we might want to recommend that they proceed a little bit further and run a test called an HG type test. And that HG type test is a test that we can run on that farmer's SCN population to determine if that nematode population is going to be able to reproduce on the type of resistance that they're currently planting or are going to plant in the next growing season. The nematode has a set of tools it uses to cause disease, and we can understand what those tools are, and then we can start taking away those tools, either one or maybe many or multiple simultaneously. Maybe we can render that parasite less effective. Soybean cyst nematode is still a problem, and a lot of times your plants will look perfectly healthy in the above ground, and you can still have an SCN infestation in your field, and it won't be noticeable until maybe you go up to harvest. So just be aware that even if you are planting resistant soybeans, that doesn't mean it's 100% resistant. Nematodes can still grow and reproduce, especially if you have a virulent nematode population, and that's going to attribute to some of your yield loss. So you have to soil sample and send that in to determine if SCN is a problem.
Reporting for Brownfield Television, I'm Tom Steever.